His baby dad, Jerry, alongside him.
1. Activate.
It's all about weaponry. Jerry Warren is a retired naval gun fitter on the ships, but they need some weapon power here. Millian Bug to survive. In goes the pincer through the bulletproof body of Millian Bug. Oh! And what do you require, sir? A number 1 cut, a number 2 cut, or just burnt straight off? Oh, I think I'll have the burnt, thank you. Millian Bug with a slightly burnt fringe, and the rest the rest of the barnet's just smouldering there. Still articulating, as we said before. It's just ominous, isn't it? This horrible, destructive weapon of Razor. The holes, by the way, in Razor, there are 450 of them drilled into the beak. You see them? That's to keep the weight down. Now, trying to rupture the connection between the two domes of Millian Bug. And a wheel has come off. Has the bug been bisected? Dissected? They obviously believe the weakness lies there in the wheels. Oh, what a horrible torture this is. It's like watching some maniacal, horrible schoolboy pulling legs off a spider. Revolting. And poor old Jeff Warren. It's his spider. Well, hardly a spider. Poor Millian. Oh dear. There goes another one. And it's just a grim battle of survival for Millian Bug. They can articulate no more. Well, they can up, of course, in the little control booth. And full of fun, the Warrens. Even Liz, mum. She's involved now. She's the retired chief medical officer of the Plymouth Blood Bank. And she needs some transfusion now. And of course, Razor is the winner. Oh! And in again. Pushing the Warren boys away. In comes the pickaxe of Shunt. Off goes the Kevlar hair. Looks like spaghetti that's been left in the pan too long. Dead Metal now with the great circular saw. Oh, Matilda joining in the fun. What's Razor doing to Matilda? I really dread to think. There's Dead Metal. They're all having a little bit of Millian Bug. Good battle here. Wheelie Big Cheese is the quicker machine. Both 99 kilos, both from Langport in Somerset. Axel flipped! Oh, goodness me, by Wheelie Big Cheese! That has to be a Robot Wars record flip. Look at the distance achieved here. That is immense. Out of the arena, out of the Robot Wars galaxy.
Cease.
Huge power! Carbide against Coyote. Coyote's heavily armoured front maintain Carbide's front blade. If they can stop the blade spinning, Coyote might be in with a chance. They have to win. Oh! You needn't have Bottle when you've got a machine that can flick away the current heat favourite like that. Not just about Bottle. About durability, about tactics. You've got your tactics wrong there, though.
Oh no, right to kill her.
In the CPZ. Lots area. Oh dear, a Coyote started so well. That'll cause damage. Lane pit. The jaws dangling one moment, now gone. No chainsaw. And Carbide will slam. Few perilous moments, I guess part caused by Carbide's own front foot tactics, really. And they go in with that death hunt and slam. They can also spin themselves away.
Cease. 3, 2, 1.
Terrific experience here. Diator has fought in every series of Robot Wars. Tornado semi-finalists in Series 4. Diator's weaponry is improved. Tornado drives back, though. He's the most persistent of machines, Tornado. Never gives up. Constantly on the attack.
with that vertically mounted 15-kilo front spinning disc slicing into the side here of Dietor. They thought they might get a fur ball and be choked. Dietor now has side spikes. You see them there to ward off such attacks, and a neat turn of pace there to get away from Sergeant Bash. Peter Redmond at the controls, an aircraft avionics engineer who loves farming. Ants. Strange. Dietor under pressure from Tornado. Slam. Bam. And back at you, man. Dietor showing tenacity and courage in there. And actually grappling there with Tornado. This is a real heave-ho. See the wheels spinning? Tornado cannot push Dietor any further, it would seem. The sergeant comes in and has a look. Ooh, a little flick of flame. And Dietor's fur was tickled. Andrew Marchant at the controls of Tornado. They've obviously crowned themselves kings of the Robot Wars arena thus far. Will they be dethroned as Tornado slams in on the bucket scoop? Dietor over the years has become much more durable, you know, and this is a terrific, sustained fight between two stout-hearted machines. Tornado spinning away. Dietor in there for the close grappling. Side by side. Toreador and Bull. Which is which? Tornado with a little bit of a push now. Side on to Dietor. Dancing around the arena. Close controls. Dietor takes the plunge. Goes for the pit release first. Down it goes. The pit. Dietor, did they sense that Tornado was on its last leg, as it were? What a shot this is! Dietor nearly went in, but Tornado crash out! The 12 seeds are gone! What a win for...
This to stay in the heat. The team of Crackers and Smash, not fanatics who want to win. For them, Robot Wars is more about the enjoyment of designing and creating something. The charity of human spirit. Pass me the sick bucket. Not in my world, or the world of Big Nipper. Oh, and that's why the entanglement arm of Crackers has just been bitten off by Big Nipper. Great controls and aggression from Graham Dawson. There's more to come, I think, from Big Nipper. They're getting better and better. Learning about the arena, learning in this competition how to steer against it. But there goes the other entanglement arm. Oh, and they're in real trouble now, Cracker. Really good start here by Big Nipper. You don't want to be there.
He sat on me.
Really don't want to be there. Oh, goodness me. Is there anything left that's working in there? I've never seen that before, you know. Never seen Killer actually perch on another robot. I think it's damaged Crackers. Oh, they're going back into the CPZ again. What on earth? They're a little bit wobbly, I think. Now, what's Big Nipper doing over there? Ramping up. Oh, what a run it was, and what a hit!
You turned it off, did you?
Well done.
Yes. It was already off first, was it?
Superb hit.
Wow, that's out.
That's one of the biggest flips we've ever seen in Robot Wars. Big Nipper showing they're a force to be reckoned with, and Smash is ejected out of that battle. Goodbye. That was a bit dangerous, Big Nipper going in there. Bit bold. Don't forget the house rules, as we've said many times. The house simply always win, and house robots never forget.
There's no hiding place for that little robot now. Oh dear, I would not like to be that.
Professor Noel Sharkey's a strange old Robot Wars demon. He loves destruction, you know.
Leave him now, he's stuck.
Ah! Now why are they on the flame pit?
I think that's immobilised.
Yeah.
And that's them finished. That's them cooked. That's them gone. Well, it was a good display, but the bot right family didn't get their bots right in the end, and their cluster bots are mere playthings.
Bulldog breed.
Showing terrific doggedness to get this far, the machine of the Summerfield family. There's young Robert in the middle, only 17.
Exterminators.
Second series semi-final. Wild Thing beat it back in Robot Wars, the fourth Wars. Marlon Pritchard and Simon Baldwin.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the House Robots, Cassius Chrome. It's a Killer Lot 2.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Bulldog breed, slightly the heavier by a couple of kilos, slightly the faster by 1 mile an hour. Exterminator's blade, though, certainly the more damaging. Already rendering metal there, bending and buckling and shredding and tearing. And Bulldog breed upended, flipped over, can self-right using the flipper, and once again hopping away. Oh, but they know. Look at the faces. Look at the faces. They know. Tony Summerfield desperately trying to drive Bulldog breed away from the trouble zone. An Exterminator after them, and to kill a lot, that hardly helps. Exterminator's blade back up to full speed, only checked when it comes into contact with Bulldog breed's armour. Into the CPZ. How can Bulldog breed turn this fight around? It is difficult to see here a way out for them, because they can't flip, can they? They can't get in underneath Exterminator because their front is buckled up. Exterminator pushes into the clutches of Sir Killalot in that CPZ. Oh! Sir Killalot almost tried to lance on Exterminator, but clutches Bulldog breed. Plucks it up. The ref bot looking on. Exterminator moves away, knowing, I think, theirs is a place in the grand final. Moments away, surely now, for the team from Herefordshire. Exterminator. In again on Bulldog breed. Well, they've done terrifically well to get this far, but they will get no further unless there is a major turnaround. I mean, we have seen robots at this stage, this dominant, drive themselves into the pit, get too close to an arena side wall, and then a flipper has tossed them out. That's happened in the past in Robot Wars, but not this time. Not this time. Bulldog breed. For a minute there, I thought your kennel awaited. Down and away out of that arena. Sir Killalot comes in. Never misses a chance. Well, give a dog a bone. You know the story. Exterminator again. And a bit of metal is ripped away from Bulldog breed. Sir Killalot crumples. Exterminator thrashes. Tony Summerfield and Robert Summerfield look on. They can barely watch. Oh. There's a tattered noise to it all. The tyre exposed. Oh. They're beaten. Is he saying stop it? Is he saying refbot come in? So much work goes into these machines. They've gone so far. And one step away from the grand final. Bulldog breed has been put back on its lead, and it will go back to the kennels. A whimpering, not barking. Exterminator the winners, and through to the grand final. Anyway, ref got in the middle, and Sir Killalot waiting to get into the action. Eyes repaired, thank you.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Iron ore is turning away, and that has allowed Typhoon 2 to get up to its full spinning. Goodness me, look at that! Earlier on, it wasn't spinning as fiercely as this. Typhoon 2 is really getting up ahead of steam here. Oh! Iron ore bashed away, crashed away, still moving. Electronics still activated. 2 800-watt motors on board Iron ore. Typhoon 2 slams and spins away. It's moving in a blur. Up to 18 miles an hour across the arena floor. Ah! Iron ore. Dizzy. What can they do here? Robert Grimm driving. Helped to design the machine. The flipper's not going to work. The flipper buckled. Look at that. That flipper's not going to work again. Iron ore really up against it. Typhoon 2 gives chase. The pit releases. Just smashed. I'm frightened. I'll not be in the commentary booth. The pit release. release somehow activated. Iron ore, look at that! Buckled wide open. Typhoon 2 thankfully slowing. So it quickly takes it to get up to a full head of steam again, shall we? I'm impressed, very impressed. He's worried, very worried. And you would be, wouldn't you? Yeah, already spinning. You can't see the words. Typhoon 2, they're lost in a blur. Iron ore, get down that pit. Save yourself. Typhoon 2 comes in again. And in this Robot Wars dogfight, Iron ore, you have bandits at, where are they? 4 and 5 o'clock high. There's Sergeant Graham Horn, 17 years of age, looking on, as Iron ore has slowed to a halt, and Typhoon 2 are not coming in for the kill here. This is interesting. They know they've done their job. They're conserving energy. They are being sporting about it all and leaving the ref bot to do the maths. That was massively impressive. Watch out for Typhoon 2 in the series semi-finals, because they are through. Awesome it was, but not from Iron ore. Sir Killalot tinkers. We have a tailor-made pit. Iron ore, a Robot Wars soldier. It is not a sailor that goes through. The Edinburgh Air Cadets are in the series semi-final. And they were cooking on gas.
Cease.
Iron ore withstood. Typhoon 2 prefers a microwave, obviously. Down came the cooker.
Can't wait. Put on your seatbelts. Here we go. Mission revenge. Apollo, remember that Carbide did the dirty on them earlier on, attacking their rear end, and in they go to Sir Killalot. And we've seen Carbide can get into trouble. And Apollo doing all the aggressive work early on. But up to speed comes the Carbide blade. Underneath goes the Apollo wedge with that very low ground clearance. They can get in underneath that blade, they can flip, they can cause trouble, and they've done it! They've done it! Sparks flew as the blade crashed against the arena floor, and Carbide in real trouble, and then again Apollo had flipped Dead Metal out, Apollo had flipped the Tilda out, Carbide and the elite compared to that. But Shunter, the House Robots, remembered. Carbide against the arena side wall. Can Apollo keep up a sustained attack? The pit release activated. Carbide it was with a nudge. They know they're in trouble. They know at this stage Apollo are on top, and they've got themselves very, very dangerously on the front end of that flipper. When Carbide win, they normally get things over and done with very quickly, but not here. And it's all Apollo. And there is no shuttle to safety for Carbide. Now gripped by the front flipper. Oh, how much damage there to Apollo, and the front flipper has been bent. Shunt came out of the CPZ or to the very edge of it and caught Apollo's flipper, but it's still working. Really good final, because Carbide have come back into it. I thought they were beaten, but look at this now. Apollo had that bit of a gas leak. Has that affected the front flipper? It seems to be staying open. Oh, Carbide just beyond the pit. They've had problems with the clutch as well, but they're on the attack, Carbide. They're trying to push Apollo. A mighty weight to push at 107 kilos. It's now who can get who towards the pit or into the CPZ, onto the floor flipper, because the weapons are largely kaput. What on earth happened there? Carbide dodges the floor flipper. This is absolute mayhem out there at the moment. Back they come in again. Carbide caught in the jaws. And in towards Shunt. And can get damaged in there. Untested as a machine before. Robot Wars Carbide, they've done brilliantly. Cease called. What an ultimate final. I'm exhausted. They're exhausted. The robots are exhausted.
3, 2, 1.
Razor with the huge crushability factor and immediately grappling with Firestorm. And Firestorm's Graham Bone came head-to-head with Razor, and I wonder if that was wise. But I wonder if he thought we have to get at them quickly because we won't last. And look at the crumpling power of Razor's beak. They say it's part bird, part reptile, the coolest looking robot on Earth. It is a deadly machine. And the Firestorm team know they have a battle to survive. Survive they do, and turn away. But look at the front flipper. Is that not wedged open, or do my eyes deceive me? Which means the very innards of Firestorm are now open for any Razor attack. Razor slams onto the front flipper and ironically crumples it back into place. And there goes the pit release. Now Razor has Firestorm in its grip. Letting it get away. Firestorm across the arena floor. What next? Back into Razor, slamming it against the arena side wall. We've already had one major surprise. Will the Razor boys have another against them? Ian Lewis, the driver. The weapons operator Simon Scott. There had Firestorm by their grips. They've let it go again. And Simon looks worried. And the red bot looks concerned too. And Razor here. Oh, I thought they were immobilised. They've come back onto the attack to take on Firestorm once more. Oh, across the pit! How do they survive that? I've heard of walking on water, but walking across the pit of oblivion, never before have we seen that. Firestorm away into the safety of the central arena area. Razor out again, head to head. Beak to flipper, metal to metal. Dancing so near that pit once again into the CPZ, almost an action replay. Against the tyre, Firestorm pushes, Razor retreats. They are skirting with oblivion, literally. Sergeant Bash, a crash, and Firestorm is pinned into the CPZ. And away, what action we've seen here in this battle. Once more they crumple. I'm not too sure whether the Razor beak is working fully. Down it comes once again. But it seems to lack that penetrating power we've seen in the past. Firestorm is in its grip. What will happen? It looks as if we're going to go to the judges. This was an unbelievable contest. What a battle, one of the closest I've seen. Nip and tuck, no quarter arse nor given. And I don't think we've seen its like. Great match here. Two very impressive looking robots, and Hypnodisc is just about the best we've seen so far, I think, in this series of Robot Wars with that greatly powerful blade. Something came off Stealth straight at the start there. I think it might have been a nut or a bolt only. Can they get in with the flipper? Have they realised that underneath Hypnodisc, grinding away 600 reps per minute on that great disc at the front. Again coming in on the attack on Stealth. Oh, just flipping it around, and look at the back blade of Stealth. Immediately knocked to one side and buckled. Matilda thinking twice about attacking Hypnodisc. Well, look at this. Jumped up in the air, Hypnodisc, with a blade of Stealth completely flying off. Off goes the blade of Stealth. Hypnodisc flown up into the air. Bits and pieces flying around the arena floor like a great fucking Bronco. Hypnodisc back and together in one piece, unlike Stealth. That's another piece that's flown off from somewhere. Debris all over the arena floor. Look at the damage there to Stealth again from Hypnodisc. This is wonderful stuff. Matilda again retreating into the CPZ, and wisely so. Oh, Stealth, there's hardly anything left now. Down to bare bones. Groggy, reeling in dismay. More mayhem and machinery. The machinations in the minds of the Hypnodisc team, malevolent. In it comes again, slamming Stealth against the arena wall. Ooh, and they know they're seconds away from oblivion. aimed at this. Devilish. Destruction. Damage. Demolition. Sticky back plastic. Oh dear, you'll need months of welding up. Up goes the flipper, that was the danger. No chance of Hypnodisc being flipped now. Oh dear. Cease. The guts of Stealth exposed.